What if the very thing you're most proud of is the reason you're stuck? Think about the hardest worker you know. Maybe it's you, the person who stays late, takes on extra projects, fixes other people's mistakes, answers emails after hours, always says yes, always delivers, always sacrifices. Now here's the uncomfortable question. If hard work guarantees success, why are so many hard workers exhausted, overlooked, and underpaid? Why do some employees seem to work half as hard and move twice as fast? Why do the people carrying the heaviest workloads often stay in the same position for years? The answer might shock you, because many hard workers aren't trapped by their bosses. They're trapped by habits they believe are helping them succeed, habits that slowly become invisible chains. And the worst part? Most never realize it until years of their career have already passed. Today, we're uncovering 7 ways hard workers accidentally trap themselves. And if you're someone who takes pride in being reliable, dedicated, and hardworking, this video could completely change how you think about success. Stay until the end, because the final trap is responsible for more stalled careers than almost anything else in the modern workplace. Before we begin, subscribe for more workplace psychology, office politics, and hidden corporate truths. And comment below, what's one thing you work harder on than most people? Let's begin. Trap 1. Saying yes. To everything, hard workers often develop a reputation. The reliable one, the dependable one, the person who always gets things done. At first, this feels rewarding. People trust you, managers praise you, coworkers depend on you. But over time, something dangerous happens. Every new problem starts finding its way to your desk. Every extra task becomes your responsibility. Every crisis somehow becomes your emergency. Before long, your calendar is full of work that doesn't actually move your career forward. You're busy, very busy, but you're not advancing. Because being known as the person who can do everything often prevents you from doing the things that matter most. Success isn't just about what you say yes to. It's also about what you say no to. Trap 2. Confusing activity with progress. Many employees spend entire days working, yet accomplish very little that changes their future. Why? Because activity feels productive. Checking emails, attending meetings, updating spreadsheets, responding to messages, completing routine tasks. These activities create the feeling of progress. But progress and movement are not the same thing. Imagine running on a treadmill. You're moving constantly, yet going nowhere. Many careers operate the same way. The question isn't, am I working hard? The question is, am I working on things that create opportunities? Those are two very different things. Trap 3. Becoming too reliable. This sounds strange, but being excellent at your current job can sometimes keep you trapped in it. Think about it. If you're the person who solves every problem, why would management want to move you? If you're carrying an entire department, why would leadership risk losing that stability? Many hard workers unknowingly become victims of their own competence. They become so valuable where they are that nobody wants them anywhere else. While others seek visibility and growth, they become permanently assigned to execution. The company depends on them, but dependency isn't always the same as advancement. Trap 4. Waiting to be noticed. This is one of the biggest myths in the workplace. Many hard workers believe, if I keep delivering results, someone will eventually notice. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. The reality is simple. People are busy. Managers are distracted. Executives have limited visibility. And great work, performed in silence, often remains invisible. Hard workers frequently assume performance speaks for itself. But performance doesn't speak. People do. The employees who advance often understand how to communicate their value, not because they're more talented, because they're more visible. Trap 5. Avoiding relationships. Many hard workers secretly dislike networking. They see it as politics, or favoritism, or unnecessary socializing, so they focus entirely on work. Meanwhile, others focus on people. Years later, they wonder why opportunities keep passing them by. Here's the truth. Every opportunity involves human beings. Promotions, recommendations, leadership positions, major projects, all of them involve trust. And trust is built through relationships. Relationships don't replace talent, but they amplify it. A talented employee nobody knows often loses to a talented employee everybody trusts. Trap 6. Chasing approval hard workers often become addicted to validation. The praise, the compliments, the recognition, the feeling of being needed. It feels good, but it can become dangerous. Because once approval becomes your motivation, your decisions start changing. You take on extra work to impress others. You sacrifice boundaries. You overcommit. You avoid difficult conversations. You prioritize being liked over being strategic. The result? You become everyone's favorite helper, but not necessarily a future leader. Trap 7. Believing hard work is the entire game. This is the trap that catches the most people, and it's the most painful. Hard work matters, talent matters, skill matters, but they're only part of the equation. Workplaces also reward visibility, influence, relationships, communication, perception, timing, strategic thinking. Many hard workers spend years maximizing effort, while ignoring every other factor. Then they become frustrated when less hardworking people advance. But those people weren't necessarily working less. They were playing a different game, a game that includes more than effort alone. And once you understand that, everything changes. The workplace doesn't always reward the person carrying the heaviest backpack. Sometimes it rewards the person carrying the right backpack. That's difficult to accept, especially if you've spent years believing effort alone determines outcomes. But effort without direction becomes exhaustion. Effort without visibility becomes obscurity. Effort without strategy becomes stagnation. The goal isn't to stop working hard. The goal is to stop working hard on the wrong things. Because a career isn't built only through effort, it's built through awareness. Imagine two employees. Both work hard, both are talented, both care deeply about their future. One spends 10 years trapped in the same cycle. The other keeps growing. The difference isn't effort. The difference is understanding. Understanding where effort matters. Understanding where visibility matters. Understanding where relationships matter. Understanding where strategy matters. The employees who rise fastest aren't always the hardest workers. They're often the workers who understand the hidden rules behind success. And once you see those rules, you can never unsee them. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe now for more workplace psychology, office politics, career growth strategies, and hidden corporate truths most employees discover too late. Share this video with a hardworking friend, coworker, or family member. They may be carrying a backpack that's getting heavier every year without realizing it. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 traps have you fallen into the most? Have you been trapped by saying yes to everything, waiting to be noticed, becoming too reliable, or something else? Drop your answer in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else avoid years of frustration. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember, the hardest worker isn't always the one who gets ahead. Sometimes they're the one carrying the heaviest load while everyone else quietly passes them by. See you in the next video.